And just like that, we are back. Another episode of the Beerly Hoops podcast here at the Beerly Sports Network. Trev Scott joined with YOTB Dort as usual. Today we're doing the top 20 forwards in the NBA, continuing our series. We did guards last week. We're doing centers next week. Before we get into all that, Dort, how's it going? It's been a week. Talk to the people.
Yeah, feel me. YOTB.
Check it out.
Exactly. You already know, man. I got the YOTB merch on, man. We got the mug with me. Look at that, man. That's a fresh ass mug, you know?
If you listen in, jump over to YouTube and look at it because we got the video. Look at the shirt.
Yeah. Look at, man. Look, if I'm being honest, this shirt and this shirt, the one I got on, they're both really sweaty, but it's honestly a good thing. Look how wrinkly that shit is, bro.
How come it's sticking together in there?
Stop it! Don't do that. It's not sticking together. Listen.
What a shot!
Y'all see that? The shirts are so comfortable. I've hooped in both of these already. I've had these shits for less than a week, bro. Like, they're legit. Like, they feel good. Look, loosey-goosey. They are sweaty still, though, so, I mean, I'm going to take it off in a second. I've had it on for, like, 2 hours, and I feel nasty. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good, man. You could get one. Shit, I don't remember.
Nice. Get your merch. We'll be plugging it on the Beerly Sports Twitter account this weekend. I'll throw it up on Instagram, too, to make sure to follow us there. Yeah, link it, plug it. Type this in.
BeerlySports.creator-spring.com. If you don't want to type that out, it's going to be in the YouTube description as well. Leave us a sub on YouTube, man. Our reels have been banging on there. TikTok's been banging. Instagram. You do some plugging while I put a hoodie on so I can take the shit off.
Got you. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Sports. We got all the other sports up there in the bio. And it's getting crunch time for the MLB season. We got the playoffs coming up. We just want to officially welcome the newest podcast wing to the Beerly Sports Network, Beerly Baseball. Shout out to Mike and Alec, who are going to be doing a weekly show over there, covering weekly the season, closing out, and then the playoffs, World Series, all of that. So if you're a fan of Beerly Sports, go ahead and check it out. I don't really like baseball that much, but I'm going to definitely check it out, see if they can get me hooked. Excited about that. Football's coming back. Professional raw dog. Love the hoodie. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Back with it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, shout out Alec, man. Big dub to Alec. I don't really know you, Mike, but glad to have you on the family. Look, man. We got a couple more weeks.
Woo!
We got a couple more weeks of sipping Capri's until I'm 21. And that's another thing about the year of the beer merch, man. You get it for someone that's turning 21. You know,
exactly.
It's a late gift. So, I mean,
a Beerly birthday. We got 3 Beerly birthdays. Mm-hmm. Don't be a bad friend. We're all friends if you listen to the Beerly Hoops podcast.
All right, let's kick it off, man. Is it Dort Report? Was that first?
Plugged everything. So now, without further ado, it's time for the best NBA segment in the world, the Dort Report.
Don't be too happy, man.
Oh no.
I'm the king of always catching you lacking.
I knew it.
Never smacking. Bitches on my dick. I'm like, what's happening?
Listen, my booty's still clapping. What's up?
What do you think is about to happen?
A team of the week.
It's worse. It gets worse. Listen, y'all know last week, Trevor came on here and tried to talk about my bad takes.
Right.
Tried to talk about my bad takes. And Trevor gave me a warning. Shit ain't sweet in Dort country, man. This Chi-Town. Don't play with us. I got so many bad takes from you, bro. It's actually crazy. Listen, I want to start. Where do I want to start? I just want to be.
You're scrolling? There's that many?
I've got 5 bad takes from you. Let's start here, man. A couple weeks ago, we did our All-NBA episode. Mid-season, we had our All-NBA first team. Can you guess how many players you got right on the All-NBA first team mid-season?
I'm going to say 1.
You shot 0 for 5, my boy.
I didn't even say Giannis?
No,
I said Bron and KD.
You said Bron, KD, and B. Do you know who your guards were?
I can't believe I didn't say Luka. No, I don't.
It was Trey and DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, DeMar was second team, though.
But the
And
Eagles
DeMar's
need
not even a guard.
Yeah. So I mean, you were tripping.
That was the old me. People grow. People change. People don't change, but I do.
And listening back to some of those old podcasts, I had some terrible takes. You kind of went easy on me last week.
And then I have Embiid as my center.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also said Cade is a lock for Rookie of the Year, but your honorable mention would be Franz Wagner. Neither of them won Rookie of the Year. And Cade was not a lock for Rookie of the Year. And I got all the timestamps because I know you like editing in the actual audio. So I got all the timestamps. I'll send them to you after the show.
All right, we can do that.
You know, just to make you work a little bit. You came on here and talked shit to me for saying Houston was 3 games back, or Houston would have made the playoffs when they were only 3 games back of the play-in.
It's still Houston, dog. 20 wins.
Listen, John Wall was supposed to come back. And I said Jalen Green will have a great second half of the season, and that'll propel them to the playoffs with John Wall. And Jalen Green had a great half of the season. So, I mean, you're using certain parts of my takes. Let me tell you what team you said was going to make the playoffs. Do you remember? Because I know you listen to that podcast.
Probably the Kings.
This is your quote. You said the Knicks could make the playoffs. Julius Randle could go back to all-star form, and they could get young players or veterans for Kemba. How does that feel?
That was just a Hannah Hoops plug, at the time. Like, I was a big fan of hers. I just wanted to talk sweet about the Knicks one time. But fuck the young country over here.
In that podcast, you took a piss, and you put it on Apple Podcast. You were pissing. I got 2 more takes.
What was I on, bro?
You said, this is like after we knew the playoff seeding, you said, I don't think Cat could be the best player on a playoff team.
He wasn't.
He was. How?
Anthony Edwards is better.
You also said,
all things considered.
You also said Sabonis is top 30.
Top 30 what?
Player in the league. Listen, these are some players you took him over. You took him over De'Aaron Fox. You took him over Zach LaVine, and you took him over Anthony Edwards.
At the time, I might have been right.
You also said that you stand with Miles Bridges. He didn't do anything wrong.
No way. For me, I would have done the same. Nah.
That's it, man. But you got hella bad takes. I mean, I don't want to hear shit about my bad takes anymore. You missed a lot. You want to know the worst?
That graphic of your takes this weekend too.
Don't worry, I'll make one for you too. A little bit.
All right, bet. Get it.
The worst take we both had was we did our top 25 players, or top 10 players under 25, and we both hated Luka to start the year.
Well, he was fat.
But bro, like I had him at 7.
And he wasn't healthy. You had him at 7?
Yeah, and I didn't even get to where you had him, but you like agreed with me. Like you were like, all right, I could see you around there.
I thought he was gonna fall off because he was like not in shape at the beginning of this year. He wasn't healthy. It was his foot or ankle or something, which I mean you have to stay off. You're gonna gain weight when you have an injury down there. But yeah, he spazzed.
Mm-hmm.
Evan's crazy. Yeah. I appreciate you leveling it out a little bit.
I had to a little bit, just a little bit, a little bit with the five takes. There was actually a lot of NBA news this week as well for some reason. Like I feel like this should be the peak dead period, but I feel like this was one of the biggest weeks of the off season. KD said he's staying. We talk about KD every week. Do you want to say anything about KD, or should we just move on?
He's staying too, right?
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be good.
Yeah. We could just save that for another week. Nothing too crazy to say about. We'll bring him up during Twitter, but
during Twitter
and top 20 forwards, so he'll be up later.
He might be up later. The only thing I thought was kind of cool was they said Ben Simmons might play center for them next year.
I did see that. That's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. That'll be cool to watch. With
6'10", he can play center against some like small ball centers. I don't want to see him. I want to see him play center against Embiid.
I do too. But imagine the perimeter with like Kyrie, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, KD, and you give Ben Simmons the ball.
Ben Simmons is not only is he a good playmaker, he's a very good passer too. make a lot of passes on the floor if he's playing center.
Okay,
I mean, and I'm not a Claxton fan. Like, I don't understand really what he does.
When you say not only is he a good playmaker, he's also a good passer. What do you mean by that?
Passer's a lot more basic, like just being able to make a lot of passes, make difficult passes. Playmaking is more like mental, more like understanding the game, understanding where the ball should go, how to make a play happen. But passing is just kind of like basic. I mean, passing's part of playmaking, but I think I don't know.
Because
Ben
I hear
Simmons
a
is a
lot
good
of that playmaking, like passing talk, and I feel like playmaking and passing, like I feel like you're right. Like playmaking is more like the IQ of it, like passing IQ, and I guess passing would just be making the passes. But like the people that are like Curry's a elite tier playmaker, but he's not like an elite tier passer. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Right. I'll say a good example would be LaMelo. I think he's an elite passer, but I don't think he's an elite playmaker yet.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's a good playmaker.
20.
Yeah. I would say he's a good playmaker, but he's not an elite playmaker yet. But I think he's an elite passer. But he will be there one day. I mean, he's LaMelo. He's Chino.
He is Chino. What's elite?
Elite what? Playmaker?
Like what? Like what tier is LaMelo in?
For playmaking?
Yeah, like who would he be around?
Garland.
But you don't think Garland's elite?
I'm putting LaMelo in my second or third tier. My first tier.
Hoops on you.
Facts. My first tier is guys like Luka, Chris Paul, Trey, LeBron, and then I might be leaving somebody off. Jokic for sure.
The best
and then
playmaker in the league.
Second tier, guys like Steph. Oh, Chris Paul in that first one. If I didn't say him,
you did.
So third tier, I would say guys like LaMelo, I don't know. Garland's fringe. He might be tier 2. Where would you put Drew? Tier 2, tier 3?
I feel like Drew now would be like tier 2, tier 3. He used to be elite, but
yeah,
I feel like you could. It's hard to say he is because it's not even like he's the ball dominant guy over there.
And the thing with all these guys in like tier 3 and tier 2, like I'm talking about Garland, I'm talking about LaMelo. Like these guys are like 20, 21, 22 years old. So like a lot of what's holding them back is just their age. Guys that I put in the first tier, LeBron, Jokic, Chris Paul, they're all old. They've been doing this. So it's just an age thing too. The playmaking will come the more they play at this level.
Okay.
That's my major difference.
That's a good educational section of the Barely Hoops podcast.
That was a little too barbershop. Let's get back to a lunch table.
Lunch table hoops.
Yeah.
What was next? Patrick Beverley got traded to the Lakers yesterday. Patrick Beverley for Taylor Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson. I feel like personally, as a Westbrook fan, that feels like a slap in the face to Westbrook. Like I did not like that at all. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. Me personally, I would have let that shit fly if I was Westbrook.
I feel like that's really an interesting situation because it's not like they were like, "Hey, Westbrook, you got any beef? Are you okay if we bring PBEV in?" I don't think that happened. But I feel like they squashed it. They're both professionals. It's been a long time ever since PBEV was in Houston. Russ was in OKC. I mean, the beef from them hasn't been crazy over the past few years, so hopefully it's chilled out a little bit. I mean, Russ is a guy that's not going to back down from anybody, and PBEV is not going to back down from anybody. But I mean, they're teammates now. They're professionals. I think we'll make it work, and I think as much as Russ isn't going to like it at first, I think PBEV is really going to push Russ. Like, he doesn't threaten that starting role at all. He doesn't threaten taking over starting point guard. But Patrick Beverley is going to talk shit all practice to Russell Westbrook. And that's going to light a fire under him. It's going to make Russ go hard at practice, even harder in the game. I think it's a good fit. But one thing I did think was crazy was this summer, last summer, and even the end of the season before that, THT was floating around for names like Paul George, Kyrie, like being the
Which
feature piece in these
never
trades.
was realistic.
Yeah,
Never realistic. Lakers fans got THT dick up their ass, if we're being honest.
The THT hype was insane, and he ended up just turning into Patrick Beverley. So that's another interesting point I wanted
Stanley
to
Johnson.
And so it wasn't even enough to get Patrick Beverley. Had to throw Stanley too.
Stanley's better than THT right now. If I'm an NBA team, I'd rather have Stanley Johnson than.
They're so different. Depends on what you need. I like them both in their own way, though.
What does THT do?
He scores. He's a good slasher. I mean, I think he can score. Not on a good team, not on a playoff team, but if he goes somewhere and comes off the bench, gets consistent minutes, he can score almost 15 a night. Just that Lakers team is a mess.
So if we're playing or betting and opening night THT is 14.5, you're taking the over?
Not yet. Not opening night.
Okay, hold up. Let's play this then. 13.5, are you taking the over?
Opening night?
Yeah.
Do I know how many minutes he gets or no?
No, it's opening night. You're betting.
Nah, I wouldn't take 13.5.
12.5.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, I would take that.
I think I'd say 7. I do not like THT. I think a lot of THT's cutting. You got to remember, he's playing with Braun. Braun's the best at finding cutters probably ever. So. No.
Yeah, and again with the Lakers last year, the bench on that team was so there was no chemistry. It was just you were just kind of being plugged into different lineups, and you could never really get it going, never get a groove. So I mean, we'll get to see what he's really capable of this year. I think he could get to almost 15 points a game by the end of the year. We'll see.
He might be starting on that.
This might be one of my bad takes.
It could be 15.
Run this back in a year from now when THT averaged 5.5 points a game. No, that's Matisse Thybulle numbers.
Yeah, I'd say 8, 9.
Okay.
Not a 10-point guy, but I think
I'll give him 13.5.
Unless he's starting, because Donovan Mitchell also requested a trade today. Officially requested a trade.
Did you see who else requested a trade this morning?
Who?
SGA after Chet got hurt. I'm just fucking.
Stop. Nobody. Hey, Donovan Mitchell for SGA swap, I would not be too bad. I'm more.
Definitely not.
Donovan Mitchell's probably better. I think I'd like SGA long term because I could see SGA just doing better Donovan Mitchell. But I'm an RJ Barrett guy, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how high up you have him on your list today.
If I'm the Knicks, I don't know how I'm not trading RJ for Donovan Mitchell as an RJ guy. Because I can't see RJ ceiling being the best player on a 1 seed. I can't see his ceiling being a 27 point per game playoff scorer. And Donovan Mitchell's done all that already. I mean, the Knicks definitely need better scoring help. I think Brunson and Donovan Mitchell would be a really small backcourt. But I mean, you got players like Mitchell Robinson, Obi, who's the other big? Didn't they draft a big?
I think so. I wanted them to draft
but I'm not about to gas him up.
He's great. One of the best summer league players ever.
They have Isaiah Hartenstein, who's a good big. They have a lot of bigs to be your back line. And then I mean the Jazz were the 1 seed and their backcourt was Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. So I mean it's not like you need a elite defensive backcourt.
When you have a great player like Rudy Gobert, yeah. Good point. No. I know I was talking crazy about the Knicks and you brought that bad take up, but honestly, I don't know why, but I might be on the Jalen Brunson train.
What?
I don't know if he's worth the money, but I think he might be getting buckets this year.
You didn't say he was top 20 guard.
I didn't, but this was before and I was also watching highlights. Everybody highlights. This NBA highlights. It's crazy. But JB is a bucket.
My highlights are crazy. I just do shit that people don't do on the court anymore. I play prime Pistol Pete.
Skyhook? Only dribble with your right hand?
I had a skyhook in a game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My dad would be proud. God rest his soul. No, I'm just playing. He's still alive.
Damn, I was about to smoke his pack. What was the last thing? We don't gotta talk about that last thing.
We're talking about Spider.
Yeah, there's one more thing on the Dort report, but we're gonna avoid it and we don't have to talk about it. Just breaking news that happened today. That's it. Moving on.
Out for the year. That's pain. What is in that cup? This man's drinking straight vodka. What time is it over there? 8:25 in the morning? Man, tears. I heard Marvin's Room playing when we first got on the show. Why is your bed wet? Is that tears? Actually, never mind. Don't explain that. But that's crazy. Yeah, Chet Holmgren, second overall pick, Oklahoma City Thunder, out for the year. Pain. Painhub.com. How are you feeling, bro? Official statement, whenever you're ready.
I'm okay.
He's okay. All right, let's move on. This is a good state. I'm going to quote that. I'm okay. All right, we're going to move on to our feature segment today, the top 20 forwards in the NBA. We did guards last week. We got centers next week, so it's only right to get forwards right this week. And I had to bring the Big Bron jersey out. Big Bron. Don't let him step on your foot. We got top 20. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. You said you're okay. You have any honorable mentions before we kick this off?
My one honorable mention is Tobias Harris.
Okay. I got
on
two.
Your list?
Yeah, he's on my list, but he's not very high. I have two honorable mentions. I know you're not going to like this. 22 is Keldon Johnson. Just fell off my list. It was hard to keep him. And then number 21, it pained you to hear Keldon Johnson. It pained me to keep Kyle Kuzma out of this top 20. But he's my number one honorable mention. In my initial list, I have like 3 drafts of lists. My initial list, he was number 18. But I remembered a few players. He fell to 21. He just fell off my list.
If I'm being honest, I didn't do a lot of research for this. Like, I kind of just Googled NBA teams. I didn't even look at the rosters. And I was just like, oh, if he's good enough, I'll remember him. So I really hope I didn't forget anyone on my list. But I like how my list turned out.
I made myself a player bank, and then kind of, 1 through 11 or 12 was pretty easy, and then the rest just kind of got jumbled around like 3 or 4 times. But I do want to say before we get this started, last week I forgot Ben Simmons on my guards list, and I said, oh well, I'll just put him with my forwards next week. I forgot him on my forwards list too, so
centers.
Maybe I'll put him on my centers since he might play center. Maybe he'll go on my list next week. So sorry, Ben, I forgot about you 2 weeks in a row, but you're up there.
I'm gonna kick it off. Let's do the same format. So I'm gonna start
20 to 16.
At 20, I got Keldon Johnson.
Okay.
19, I've got Paolo Banchero.
Okay.
Got a ball out this year. 18, I got McHale. 17, I got Siakam. And 16, I got Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay. I don't hate any of that. He's
going to miss like 6 months.
You have Siakam at what?
At 17.
13.
And look, listen.
Talk to me.
Siakam's not even the best forward on that team. We're going to get to it.
Wow, that's interesting. I don't have Michael on mine either. He's probably number 23, as much as that will pain a lot of people to say, because some people on this podcast think he's a superstar. But
stop.
I got
Don't get me banned on Twitter again. I'm free from Twitter, by the way, guys, so tweet at me again.
Finally. First day out. Yes, sir. At the Barely Hoops podcast. Number 20. Yes, sir. I'm going to go 20 to 16. Number 20, I got Paolo Banchero. Threw him on the list over Cruz. Had to give some Paolo love. Number 19, you're not going to like this, but a guy who has started to become a little overrated, and I also hate Raptors fans. Number 19, I have Scotty Barnes.
Ooh.
Number 18, Tobias Harris. Number 17, Jaren Jackson Jr. Number 16, RJ Barrett.
Putting Tobias Harris that high is kind of crazy after all you've done. Like, Tobias Harris averages like 12 points.
I'm not going to lie. I did hate on Tobias Harris a lot, but with the addition of James Harden, he has been a lot better. That's the only reason he made my list. Ever since Harden came, He has shot a lot better. He's been a lot more efficient, consistent, and he has been neither of those things for the past 2.5 years, ever since Jimmy left.
Advanced analytics would tell me the opposite.
Relax.
I'll go to pull some shit out my ass. We'll talk about Scotty when I get there.
But yeah, there's also a projection next year, and I project Toby will do well, especially with a full year, a full offseason with James Harden. So he's number 18 on my list.
Scotty Barnes was picking up the best peak scorer of all time full court in summer warm-up games.
So speaking of summer, Kyle Kuzma gave him 67 points about 2.5 weeks ago. But
I know we're talking about Kuzma though. That's a hooper.
Facts. You haven't even said Kuzma yet. Stop.
He's not on my honorable mention.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He's not on my list. Don't worry about it. At 15, I got Chris Middleton. 14, Scotty Barnes. 13, RJ Barrett. Here's where we're about to go a little crazy. At 12, I got Anthony Davis. And 11, I got DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, AD at 12? Why?
I just can't put my stock in AD anymore. If it's not the bubble playoffs, he really is just like a cool. Like when AD played this year, he was just cool.
Sure. Do you have Andrew Wiggins above Anthony Davis?
I cannot wait till we get to Andrew Wiggins. I was going to ask you before we started where you had Wiggins, but I'm just excited to talk about Wiggins. I'm so excited to talk about Wiggins. So I'm happy that you even pointed that out. But I just think, I don't know if this is backed up by numbers. Let me check really quick. I feel like Anthony Davis definitely has better numbers than Wiggins.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Like this season.
Yeah, like a lot better.
Let me see. What do you
AD is at least 24 points per game.
23.
23? Okay. Wiggins, what, 18, 19? Korean pop star, all-star?
17. But when you look at it, Wiggins was an all-star starter. I just think, honestly, Wiggins 17 and elite defense is better than Anthony Davis.
AD has elite defense.
Not anymore.
He does.
Stop.
Yeah, he does.
Let's stop.
He wasn't healthy, but he has elite defense.
No. It's not elite. It can't be elite.
If Wiggins is elite, then Anthony Davis
is elite. We saw Wiggins lock
then
up.
Then AD is elite.
We saw Wiggins fuck up Luka too. Wiggins plays elite defense. Anthony Davis hasn't played elite defense in years.
Oh, how soon they forget. Oh,
in years. Tell me when was the last time you seen AD play elite defense?
Bro, when they won the finals.
That's fucking 3 years ago, dog. We've had two championships.
He hasn't been completely healthy. He played good defense. He played better defense than Wiggins the year after that. This year, he wasn't healthy.
Stop, bro. Wiggins was literally. Wiggins should have been all NBA first team. After the playoffs, that man put everyone fucking in a clamp. No one could move. It's 10 o'clock. No one could fucking stop Wiggins. Defensively, and then offensively, in the playoffs, he went to a whole nother level. The same way AD did 3 years ago. And that's why 3 years ago, I would have had AD in my top 5 forwards. But AD just hasn't been that. And, bro, when I ask you a question about the last time Anthony Davis did something good, and you say 3 years ago, why the fuck should I put that into my projections for the next year?
Okay, if he's healthy, this is assuming he's healthy, or do you not think he's going to be healthy?
I don't know, but Anthony Davis is definitely the player where he gets hurt every single year. Anthony Davis is one healthy year they won the championship. So, I guess maybe that plays a little part in it, but I can't put Anthony Davis over Wiggins.
You have him at 12?
Yeah, and Wiggs is at, I'm going to just say Wiggs is at 10, so it's 2 spots. Is DeRozan a bad take either?
DeRozan at 11? Mm-hmm. That's not a bad take, but Wiggins over DeRozan is a bad take, in my opinion, for now.
I don't know. Wiggins, bro, I'm a Wiggins guy, you know?
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm going to have to cop a jersey, but Wiggins gets the job done on both sides of the court.
The meat riding, great.
The thing about Wiggins that's dope is whatever the Warriors needed, Looney's having a bad rebounding game, Wiggins will go out there and get you 12. Clay's not shooting the ball.
He got 16 in a game, right? Or 18 or something? I think he had 16.
Looney?
No, Wig.
Bro, They need 3-pointers. Clay's not hitting. Wiggs will go out and knock down.
That's the game I compared him to Kobe.
Randomly.
That's the game I compared him to Kobe, and you got so pissed.
Yeah, because that's a crazy thing to say.
He had 26 and 16.
The one game, though.
I compared him to Kobe. He was hitting turnaround middies. Come on.
Listen, Draymond's not playing defense. Wiggs, go out there. Wiggins was the best fucking defender in the NBA Finals. With 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates on the court. 2 winners, Marcus Smart, Draymond, Robert Williams, the best defensive center in the league, all on the court, and Andrew Wiggins was the best defender on the court. So y'all stop fucking playing with his name. Wiggins.
Not to Draymond yet.
Draft day. Wiggins.
Insanity. All right. So
wait. You have Draymond on your list?
You don't?
Hell nah.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. I was about to say.
Ew, bro. Do you have fucking Sabonis top 10?
Sabonis is not on my list. I'm not you.
Okay. Number 15, I have Domantas Sabonis.
Nasty.
Number 14, I have Andrew Wiggins. Number 13, I have Chris Middleton. Number 12, I have Brandon Ingram. And number 11, I have Pascal Siakam.
Siakam over Ingram? You're tripping.
Yes. From 13. And Zion's coming back. Zion's coming back.
Tripping. Siakam is ass.
He's all NBA third team.
Scotty Barnes is so much better than Siakam.
Listen, bro, I hate the Raptors just as much as the next guy. Top 5 teams I don't like. First of all, Scotty Barnes is not better than Siakam.
Way better.
Not yet. And yes, all NBA third team, and BI Zion's coming back.
I don't care.
I do
not give a fuck. BI is the best player on that team with the ball in his hands.
Have you said BI yet?
No.
So you have 2 Pelicans in your top 10.
Hell yeah, I do.
I have a Pelican in my top 10 and BI number 12. Bro, you're not gonna have 2. You're not gonna have 2 top 10 forwards unless it's like Bron and AD.
Bro, they're not high top 10, but they definitely have 2 top 10 forwards.
I couldn't put BI over anybody in my top 10.
No, Siakam. Oh, I cannot wait till we get to BI. Then wait till you see BI over.
No way, bro. Okay, so I see there's 2 people on my list that you don't have in your top 10. Okay, all right, let's go 2 by 2 for the top.
Bro, no. Let's talk. Honestly, other than saying All NBA third team, what does Siakam do better than BI?
He's a better defender.
By a lot or no?
Huh?
By a lot or no?
Enough to make a difference, but not. I mean, I'm not gonna say Siakam's some crazy defender.
BI is a way better scorer.
Is he though? Way better. He's a better scorer at 3 levels.
Yes. The way I look at it, bro, is like Siakam could average 27 in the regular season. And it really doesn't matter because once the playoffs come around and a team's like, we have to stop Siakam, no one's tripping about that, if we're being honest. No one's like, how are we going to stop Siakam? We saw the Suns go full-on panic mode. The best team in basketball, the 1 seed, when Brandon Ingram was fucking them up the whole playoffs, that whole series.
And they beat him.
But you have to think, like you said, Zion was out. If Zion plays, they win that series. And their fucking guard was...
The Suns are a bad playoff team, bro.
They had Jose...
Alvarado.
Altuve. They had Alvarado. I mean, I like Herb Jones. But, like, I don't know. I'm not...
You like Trey Murphy?
They had Trey Murphy. None of those guys are, like, elite NBA starters. JV's cool. McCollum's above average for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the BI show on offense. McCollum, I don't remember him being good in the playoffs.
No, he was snapping in the playoffs. Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Oh, in the play-in.
In the play-in, I know he snapped, but I do not remember him in the playoffs. I remember BI had a fucking 35-point triple-double against the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Siakam just can't do that.
Siakam's a more efficient scorer. I'll say that as well. BI is more of a threat at all 3 levels.
This efficient shit, bro, because if you're scoring 35 points on 35% shooting, but no one else could hoop on your team, and Siakam's fucking putting up 19 on 50% from the field. I don't give a
He's
fuck
scoring
about
at
your
least
19.
20.
One more fucking point. We're talking about
23 points a game.
But I'm saying in the playoffs, when it matters the most, Siakam's not like
Okay,
a threat. The way
neither
BI is.
neither one of these guys are like big threats in like the playoffs. Like if you don't expect Brandon Ingram to go deep, you don't expect Pascal Siakam to go deep. If both of them are your best players, your ceiling is making it out of the first round.
I don't expect them to go deep, but I think with BI on your team, you definitely could make some noise. With Siakam, I just can't see. I could see Brandon Ingram down the line winning a team a series. I can't say that for Siakam.
I'm not even going to say yet that Brandon Ingram's a better playmaker than Siakam. I can't even. I mean, we saw Brandon Ingram's playmaking just take a huge leap in the play-in and the playoffs.
Point Ingram.
Yeah, but Siakam, he racks up the assists too. He passes the ball. He's good.
But the Raptors.
You sleep with Siakam. So do I.
Bro. I'm so over Siakam. Scotty Barnes is just a different level. I think they should trade him. Trade him for Westbrook.
14.3 points a game, Scotty Barnes.
Who cares? He's a rookie. He's gonna go crazy this next year. I don't want to hear this rookies can't make a second jump shit. Scotty Barnes is already an elite defender.
I agree.
So let's stop talking about 14 and efficiency and all that. Like when you
I know I've tweeted Siakam versus BI like at least twice before.
Do it again.
Twitter hates Siakam, so just like
do it again. Do it again, bro. I do hate Siakam. He's just not that guy to me. But my 10 and 9, at 10 I got Wiggins, at 9 I got Braun.
What?
I got Braun at 9.
Because he hurt little Chet.
I had this list done way before that.
He hurt little Chet. Way before that. He stepped on his foot.
We'll talk about other players when we get there, but Braun better not be your best forward in basketball.
I'm saying he's top 5, and he's not 5, and he's not 4, and we'll get there.
Nasty.
Yo, why?
Nasty.
Bro, you have Paul George ahead of LeBron. Ugh.
Hell yeah, I have Paul George ahead of LeBron.
You have regular season George. Jimmy Butler.
Hell yeah. No argument. There's no argument. Fuck.
So what are you projecting LeBron's season to look like this next year? Because it's a projection, so I can't hate on you too much. But what is it going to look like? Not even stats wise, just everything. What's it going to look like?
Me personally, I think the LeBron ranking is hard because there's no in between for me for the Lakers. Either the Lakers are going to be a play-in team or they're going to be like the 1 seed. So if they're the 1 seed, I think LeBron is like a top 4, top 5 forward in the league. But I feel like I'm leaning more towards that they'll be a play-in team. But I could see them also being like the top of basketball.
Your list is nasty, bro.
My list is elite. You're about to do your little safe list again. Your little,
it's not safe. This is what I believe.
Whatever Twitter wants.
No, this is what I believe. I know ball.
9 and 10? Siakam.
My 10 is DeMar DeRozan. You hate that?
I don't.
My 9 is Zion. Which, I mean, I'm expecting a big year from Zion. I'm expecting a healthy year from Zion, an efficient year from Zion, especially with, bless you, Brandon Ingram becoming better. But, I mean, I just couldn't put him over anybody I haven't said yet. So I got Zion at 9. 8 and 7. My 8 and 7 is fun. I like these two players a lot.
Let's hear it. What's your 8 and 7?
My number 8 is a healthy Paul George, which is, I haven't even said Kawhi yet. So 2 forwards in the top 10 is, in the top 8 is almost as good as it gets. And number 7, I have Jimmy Butler.
Have you said AD yet?
We'll get there.
You're crazy. You think my list is... You're crazy. You're crazy.
Don't spoil it for the people.
Fuck you. You got that much faith in Anthony Davis? Fuck Paul George and Jimmy Butler. Hell nah. That's crazy.
No, I just fingers crossed that we see a healthy Anthony Davis. But if we do, That's at least 25 points a game. That's 10, 11 rebounds. That's elite defense.
What's with the Paul
That's a
George
finals
hate?
appearance. Huh?
What's with the Paul George hate?
What do you mean? He's the 8th best forward in the NBA.
You slammed me though. You were like, you got Paul George over Bron, and then you got him at 8.
Because he's not better than Bron.
Paul George is a way better defender than Bron. He's way better. LeBron's only better at Paul George. LeBron's only thing that he does better than Paul George is playmaking.
And scoring, and passing, and rebounding.
No.
And everything on offense besides dribbling.
Rebounding's such a lame thing.
Okay, Paul George can dribble better. That's it.
Paul George isn't a better shooter than LeBron?
Better contested shooter, sure. By 4%, sure.
So you're talking about open shots? That's what you want to compare?
I'm talking about scoring.
Paul George is a way better scorer than LeBron.
I don't give a fuck how many threes Paul George made.
Way better scorer.
LeBron's giving you 30.
Paul George is more efficient.
Paul George is might be a better scorer if he was by himself. If he was in Indiana, he might be a better scorer. But he's got Kawhi on his team.
You think?
That shit's not flying. Yeah.
I'm just talking about like basketball. Like you put Paul George and LeBron in a gym, and LeBron can't post up. Paul George is winning.
What? Yeah, he can.
No, he's not.
Also,
he's not winning.
last time we saw Bron last year, every night you're getting 30, 8, and 7.
And losing.
Just about every night.
And losing.
Paul George, you might get 41, you might get 14, you might get 9, you might get 28. Last time we saw him play.
But I
docked him for that.
Paul George knows bad game, I'm gonna stop shooting the ball. LeBron just
No, he does not know that. What did they call him?
That man will take
Pandemic P. That is insane. There's no LeBron nickname that's worse than Pandemic P.
Listen, I don't know any stats to back this up, but I think most of LeBron's points came in garbage time minutes when they're down 20. Just from watching it, LeBron's always playing against the second team. Last year, LeBron was always, because he's chasing Kareem. I mean, do your thing. I respect it, but I mean, I'm not gonna put him in my elite tier when he's playing against fucking Romeo Langford and Grayson Allen. Like you're playing against the G League.
The last part of the season when they knew they weren't making the playoffs, yeah, he was in the game just to get buckets. But before that, he was trying and he was pissed. And he was trying to win the game.
10 games, 15 games he was trying?
No, way more than that. At least half the season. And then when it became clear that they're not making the playoffs, Russ is not going to turn it around. AD is not coming back. It was just buckets. It was straight buckets.
I don't know.
And that's all
Paul George clears.
Paul George at 8 is not disrespect.
My 8 and 7 are Zion and Brandon Ingram.
Damn.
I did it. Brandon Ingram's my 7.
Damn. Better than Zion? Better than LeBron?
Yes. As much as I wanted to do the better than Zion thing, as much as I wanted to, we just saw it from Brandon Ingram in the playoffs, bro. Do not sleep on this man. Do not. I got him at 7. I got him at 7, so that's just off the All-NBA team. But I would not be surprised if Brandon Ingram made an All-NBA team this year.
Look at the camera. Don't blink and say that you think Brandon Ingram is going to be better than LeBron this year.
Brandon Ingram will be better than Zion. Brandon Ingram will be better than LeBron. Brandon Ingram will be better than DeRozan. Brandon Ingram will be better than Wiggins. Brandon Ingram will be better than your favorite fucking player, unless it's KD. And fuck you, Siakam.
I'm gonna leave that. Baseball. I'm leaving that to the streets. That's wild.
Do not disrespect BI. That's all I'm gonna say. And you're gonna see this is gonna come back and be like Dort New, Brandon Ingram, elite hooper.
I need to write this down. What's today's date? August 28th. 5th. So when Brandon Ingram comes out opening night and has 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.
No, Brandon Ingram opening night, actually, I feel like he always puts up like a 40 piece.
That's true. Early season Brandon Ingram is one of the best players in the NBA.
I don't know if stats back that up, but...
And old Orlando Magic Aaron Gordon. For like the first 5 to 10 games of the year, he was he's an all-star.
Facts.
He goes from scoring 25 every night to 12. Made me sick.
B.I.'s a dog, bro. 37, 11, and 9 in a playoff game against the 1 seed.
And they lost.
14-3-1 in the preseason last year.
He was playing in the preseason last year? Oh.
Everyone plays in the preseason.
Yeah, I was thinking of Summer League. I was tripping.
What's this? January, February, March, April 13th. Oh, that's the play-in last year. Opening night, Ingram had 25 last year.
That's fair. That's a good game.
25, 26, 30.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he had 7 turnovers.
He comes out and breaks open all these new moves he's been working on.
Bro, and he got the fro, bro. Ingram with the fro, that's scary as fuck, bro.
I don't think he's going to play in it. I think he's going to braid it. But if he does play in it, that would be sick. Did Jimmy cut his hair?
He would take out his extensions.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. That was crazy. That caught me so off guard. That was like one of the worst things to happen this year.
So are we doing number 6 and then go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, that sounds good. So we're doing one by one?
Yeah.
All right. So I was talking about how, having 2 forwards in the top 8 is just almost as good as you can get. The best that you can get is 2 forwards in the top 6. Anthony Davis, number 6.
Bro, you better hope the Lakers are the 1 seed.
Big year.
You got AD and LeBron, and you guys are not a fucking elite team in basketball. That is sad.
As long as he's healthy, that's elite.
I don't think so.
Trust. Give me a healthy AD and watch. You're going to be going to Lakers games by the end of this year.
Oh, I'm going to go either way. They could be sorry. They could be the worst team in basketball. I was going when Xavier Henry was the star. Don't get it twisted, man. This LA.
LAB. Yeah, number 6, I got AD. Who you got at 6?
I don't know about AD that high, bro. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. I mean, we're going to have to see. My number 6 is Jason Tatum.
Okay. He's my 5, so there's that. We agreed on something in our top 10s.
I'm trying to think who you got that I don't have. My 5. You got 2 people I don't have.
No way.
I think so. I might have forgot someone. Maybe. I might be tripping.
I don't think you forgot any of these guys.
My 5 is Paul George. Don't sleep on Paul George this year. Do not sleep. The Clippers are going to be a top 3 seed in the West. 2 All-Stars, 2 elite players. Do not sleep on PG-13.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
You wake the fuck up. Healthy
on
Paul
PG
George,
top 5, I'm sleeping.
Healthy Paul George is better than healthy AD.
Nope.
Yes.
No way. And it's not close. They're not even in the same tier when they're both healthy.
He is. Healthy Paul George.
Bro, you said healthy AD was going to win MVP last year. No way you're giving. No way you're ever going to give PG an MVP.
I've given up on him. I've given up on Anthony Davis.
Would you give PG an MVP nod ever in the future from now on?
Because he's not the best forward on that team. But listen, healthy Paul George wins playoff games. Simple. Simple. We seen him beat Rudy.
And healthy AD doesn't? First of all, that was a great Clippers team.
That was a great series. But how are you going to say that was a great Clippers team? Like, let's be honest.
No, for that playoffs, that was a great team. That team wasn't great.
Name some players on that team that made it great.
Man was snapping. That was prime Trey. That's not. Is that Trayshawn, man? Terrence, man.
Trayshawn, man. That's not even a person, bro.
No, that's Trey Man's name.
Trayshawn, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he went to Florida.
Yeah. That was prime Zubac. That was prime Reggie. That was prime PG. That was not prime Kawhi, but it was still Kawhi. That was prime. What's that guy's name? Patterson, 54.
Patrick Patterson?
Patrick Patterson. Sitting there in the corner, shooting that 3, making like 2 of them a game. Prime. I already forgot his name. What's his first name?
Patrick.
Patrick.
That's a Paul George team right there. That's a prime
Nicholas
Paul George.
Locking people up for 14 minutes a game. That was prime
Paul George. That man hoop. He fucked up your boy. He made Trey Man look like an elite player. He carried a team to the conference finals that could have made the finals. The Clippers legit. They were a lob away and 2 missed free throws away. from fucking making the finals, which
He
would have
got
been
carried by
crazy.
Kawhi's gravity. Kawhi's gravity carried him in that series.
Dude, like realistically, think about it. Imagine the Clippers made the finals. That would have been a crazy run.
Who would it have been? The Bucks? Clippers, Bucks?
Bucks would have
Yeah.
smacked them for sure. But to be
It depends.
fair,
Kawhi wasn't healthy, right?
mm-mm,
He didn't play the whole series against the Suns.
no.
Yeah.
But they do got better bodies than the Suns to guard Giannis. But I don't think they win still. Like Paul George, they had Ibaka, but
Bro, Giannis was on one.
He was.
I don't know if there was anybody in the world that could have stopped him.
Morris. They just got like 4 dudes that could have just rotated on Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
None of them elite except Paul George, though. So give me Paul George in my top 5 forwards. Over Tatum, by the way.
Insanity. Number 4, I got a Clipper, Kawhi Leonard. That's you probably got him top 2, but no, you got him at number 3. I know you. Yeah. All right, who's your 4?
Jimmy Butler.
Damn. Why?
The thing about Jimmy, consistently. Here we go again.
Playoff riser.
Fuck that. Consistently a top seed in one of the best conferences every year. Jimmy leads to wins. You're telling me that team is a top 3 seed without Jimmy?
No, but if I replace Jimmy with 5 out of the 6 people above him on my list, then yeah, they're a top seed.
Like who?
Everybody in my top 6 besides AD.
Can you give me some names?
And probably Paul George.
Can I get some names?
Maybe even DeMar, but probably not DeMar. I will say Paul George, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Giannis. Not in any.
LeBron's not doing that, bro.
Yes, he is. On that Miami team, absolutely.
LeBron's not doing that.
On that Miami team, yes, he is.
He's not.
Absolutely. That is
Jimmy
a 1
Butler,
seed.
And Jimmy Butler's also the best leader in basketball.
Better than Giannis?
I think so. It's him, Giannis.
But the worst you could put Jimmy Butler is like 3. So fair take. I have him at 2. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like top 3 forward?
No, as far as leader.
Yeah, he's an elite leader.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my
guys
4.
Like Chris Paul and Giannis.
Chris Paul, I forgot about. KD, a great leader. Kyrie, great leader.
I love Kyrie. Where are we at? I said my 4. Who's your 4? Jimmy Butler.
Oh, you said your 4?
Yeah, Kawhi.
LeBron over Kawhi is crazy.
LeBron's also over KD, who I have at number 3.
You're crazy.
Your name is Kevin. You're not You're not top 2.
See,
if your name's Kevin, you're not top 2.
That's a crazy thing to say. I cannot wait for the season, bro. You're gonna look so dumb. I'm so happy our rookie year is done.
Bro played half the season and then got swept in the first round.
Fuck a rookie year, bro. I'm a sophomore riser.
Bro, they were supposed to win the finals. They got swept in the first round.
The Lakers were supposed to be the 1 seed. They were the favorites to be the 1 seed in the West.
Nah,
and
they weren't
didn't even make the playoffs.
That whole team was not.
They didn't
healthy.
even make the playoffs, bro.
LeBron was the only good player on that team.
That's crazy that you would say that.
Russ sucked. AD
so where are they
didn't
gonna be
play.
this year? So where are they going to be this year? Because they have the same fucking team, but with Patrick Beverly and Damian Jones.
Okay. If AD is healthy and Russ plays a little better, that's a top 5 seed.
Do you want to bet on that?
Yes, but it's conditional.
It's conditional. If AD, LeBron, and Westbrook are healthy, that's a top 5 seed.
Yeah. Worst I put them at would be 6.
I'll buy you a bottle.
But Hennessy.
I need my Henny too, then.
Got you. I'll buy the Sprite. Go with it.
I want a jumbo bottle, just the biggest bottle of Hennessy, 2K on it.
Let's do it.
All right, there's the bet. You heard it there. Lakers.
Who's at number 3?
Hold up. So, Suns are going to be better than the Lakers.
Maybe.
Nuggets will be better than the Lakers.
Maybe.
Clippers will be better than the Lakers.
Maybe.
Mavericks will be better than the Lakers.
Probably.
What other teams on the West? Pelicans will be better than the Lakers.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes. Timberwolves will be better than the Lakers.
no, probably not, but
Lakers
maybe.
are Lakers are in Sacramento range.
Bro, a healthy AD is
I
a
don't give a
top
fuck, bro.
6, 7 player in the
I don't
league.
give a fuck about AD, bro. I promise. The 12th best forward in the league? You think I give a fuck about?
You just wait. If he's healthy,
You think I care about a dude worse than Wiggins?
you're done. That's insane.
Come on. I don't
Bron
give a
at
fuck
9,
about AD. And what's
PG at
healthy?
5. Your list
Healthy?
is nasty.
What's healthy? Like 50 games?
I would say at least like 55, and like while he's on the floor, he's healthy. Because like you can play 50 games and like be limping around.
Conditions on this.
No, I just want him healthy. I just want him healthy.
Like
I don't want him limping around the floor like he did last year, falling down.
But that's AD. That's how AD's always been. AD will score 50 limping around on the court in New Orleans.
If he's healthy, that's a top 5 seed. Lowest I'd put him at is 6. We got Henny on it.
Lowest you put him at 6, so you can't see them missing the playoffs?
Nope, not if they're healthy.
Through the West. I'm gonna go through the West, man.
I can do it. Number 1 seed was the Suns. Number 2 seed.
We gotta have a
Memphis Grizzlies.
pod episode on power rankings too.
We should.
You think they'll be better than the Grizzlies?
No.
That was the only team you didn't say maybe to, the Grizzlies.
As I told you, I love Ja Morant.
The Warriors? I didn't even say the Warriors. That is not a top 5 seed. Portland could be better than them. Sacramento could be better than them.
Portland?
Hell yeah.
Hell no. What is Dame gonna do?
Listen,
score 30 and lose every night?
Phoenix will be better, guarantee. Memphis will be better, guarantee. Golden State will be better, guarantee. The next tier I would take over them would be Denver for sure too as well. So that's already they're the 5 seed.
I don't think Denver. I'm not.
So now they're scrambling with Dallas, Minnesota, New Orleans. Clippers will be better than them for sure.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, I just hit
not for sure.
Lick on you. Let me see how much Hennessy
Y'all
costs.
forgot.
So I can send you what I want.
Y'all forgot. Hold on. Y'all, how quick they are to forget.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
no,
bro. I can't stand for this.
Y'all are crazy. I need y'all to let me know at home. Will the Lakers be a top 5 seed?
I cannot believe this. The disrespect, how quick they are to forget. Didn't you go to one of their like playoff games when they won the finals?
No, that was in the bubble.
They
were playing home court in your city. My number 3 is Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. My 3, I told you, was Kevin. My 2, the Greek freak in the sheets. I'm just playing. Bron is number 2. Big Bron. You know, he's catching some hate on this podcast because he stepped on your boy's foot. Had him out the whole season. Le Freight Train. Le Fat Ass. Le second best forward in the league. Le 30 point. Le best scorer of all time. Le billionaire. Le bankroll. Le flop. Le bozo. Number 2 in the league. Number 1, I got Giannis. Beautiful list.
KD 2, Giannis 1.
Okay, let me read mine off.
My list clears.
No way.
2?
No way. Absolutely.
LeBron?
Not LeBron. Big Bron.
LeBron James at 2?
You're a hater. Number 1, we got Giannis. Number 2, we got Big Bron. Number 3, we got that guy named Kevin. Number 4, we got the Claw. Number 5, my twin, Jason Tatum. Number 6, Anthony Davis. People tell me I look like him sometimes. Anthony Davis. Number 7, Jimmy Buckets. Number 8, Pandemic P. Number 9, LaZion. Number 10, DeMar DeRozan, second team. Number 11, they sleeping on Pascal Siakam. Number 12, Afro, Brandon Ingram. Number 12, Brandon Ingram. Number 13, stay healthy. Stay healthy, they win the finals, Chris Middleton. Number 14, the most overrated player on this podcast, Andrew Wiggins. Number 15, my white boy, Domantas Sabonis. Number 16, my Canadian, RJ Barrett. Number 17, number 17, number 17, J, J, J. Number 18, Tobias Harris. Number 19, Rookie of the Year, Paolo Banchero. I was reading off my wrong list. Let me start over. No, that's all right. I think I got it all right.
That was right. I don't know if you had Paolo 19.
No, I don't have Paolo 19. I have Scotty Barnes 19, and I have Paolo 20. 21, Kyle Kuzma. 22, Keldon Johnson. 23, Mikal Bridges.
I'm trying to think what Twitter's going to like more. Because I know my takes are wild. But I don't think Twitter's going to like LeBron at number 2.
You're right. He should be at number 1.
Do it then.
Big Bron. No, it's Giannis, bro. He's the best player in basketball. I can't.
Giannis, number 1. I got the Durantula at number 2. The Claw at number 3. Jimmy G.
Garbage.
Buckets. G stands for gets. PG-13. Playoff P. Oh, shit. My light went off. I got Tatum, a.k.a. Deuce. B.I. at 7. Big
Garbage.
Z, 8.
Waste.
Lil Bitch at number 9.
Junk.
A. Wiggins. Yeah, LeBron is junk. I got the best top 5 defender in basketball, Wiggins, at number 10. Listen, you know what's crazy about you and about just people I feel like we talk to about basketball with? If you tell me someone's a top 5 forward scorer, like, it wouldn't be crazy to have them in the top 10. But Wiggins is a top 5 defender. And he scores.
I'm going to give a fuck. He don't score. He does not score.
He scores.
He scores 17 points a game, and they all.
No. You're gonna tell me a dude you compared to Kobe in the finals doesn't score?
I said one game.
You're gonna tell me
I compared him to Kobe for one game.
The dude you said should have won Finals MVP doesn't score.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. How the fuck are you not top 10 at your position and you win a Finals MVP other than Iguodala?
Oh, all you have to do is have a good series.
Stop it.
It happened to Iguodala. It could happen to Wiggins too. It's the same team, same position.
And did
they both
Iguodala
carried
have
Curry.
a good series? Did Iguodala have a good? Honestly, I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast. That Iguodala Finals MVP, personally, I think it should have went to LeBron. Even though I think it did. I think it should have went to LeBron. But with that being said, like that, come on, do not disrespect Wiggins.
I will disrespect Wiggins.
He hooped on the biggest stage.
He's not even the best athlete in his family, but okay.
That's true. He's got a
his mom has an Olympic gold medalist.
Whoa! Don't disrespect Aaron Wiggins, my boy. Thunder legend Aaron.
Don't disrespect Mitch Wiggins, Southeastern University legend.
Fuck Mitch Wiggins. Wiggins.
He does.
11, I got DeMarvelous. 12, I got A. Disney. 13, I got RJ G Buckets. The G stands for gets.
You have Anthony Davis and RJ Barrett side by side?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to throw up.
At 14, I got Scotty G Buckets. The G stands for gets. At 15, I got Middleton. 16, I got J.
I like that.
17, I got Spicy Piss. 18, I got Mikal. 19, I got Paulo G Buckets. The G stands for gets. And at 20, I got Keldo.
Is Paulo as close to a lock for Rookie of the Year, you think?
Let me think.
He stays healthy?
Let me think. Jabari Smith? Nope. Jaden Ivey? Nope.
Maybe.
Keegan Murray? Nope.
Nope.
Who else? Tari Eason?
Nope.
Nope. Who else?
Jalen Duren?
Nope.
Dyson Daniels?
Nope.
What about Benedict Mathurin?
No.
Hey, Paolo, Rookie of the Year, man.
The only person that could come close is Jalen Williams.
No.
Thunder legend.
Wait, Jalen Williams or Jalen Williams?
I think Jalen Williams definitely.
Okay, that's fair.
Isn't it crazy how high I was on Jalen Williams before the draft, and then we drafted him?
Yeah.
I'm just a ball knower.
Yeah.
Ball shower.
Draft night
Big
is
ball
really
player.
OKC fans NBA Finals. He was happy as fuck.
And what's Orlando Magic fans NBA Finals?
Hey, I'm a Sixers fan. Don't talk to me. Don't disrespect me like that.
What's Sixers fans NBA Finals?
The second round, like Game 6 and Game 7 of the second round.
Yeah, but you better turn it off if they're going against top 3 forward in basketball, Kawhi Leonard.
Top G. I hate that shot.
G. It's one of the best shots in basketball history. Oh!
Now welcoming our special guest, Andrew Tate, to the podcast. Matt.
I'm a top G. We gotta have top G shirts. Can you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
Scratching my balls.
Oh my God, what is that? That is all for our top 24. It's our feature segment. Sorry, Ben Simmons, I forgot about you again.
Fuck Ben Simmons.
One of my favorite fans, one of our best fans in our Discord community. He's very interactive with us on Twitter. Our boy Musa sent us something in Discord this week where he's got his tiers of players where he includes superstar, all-star caliber, fringe, all-star, good but not great. So I wanted to run through a little bit of that with you. Shout out to Musa. And if you're listening to this and you got something interesting you want to send in, join our Discord community. Send it in there. Send it to me on Twitter. @Beerly Hoops, Beerly Sports. And, if we like it, we might talk about it on the show. So shout out to Musa. Right into it. His superstars tier. His first best player, Anthony Davis. Shout out to Musa. Good stuff, my boy.
Fuck you, Musa.
He's got James Harden as a superstar. What do you think about that?
James, okay, this is something I want to talk about. To me, honestly, superstar is getting to the point where it's not really about basketball anymore. Did you see that the Dame Kyrie thing where Taylor Rooks said Kyrie's a superstar but not Dame ever?
Isn't Taylor Rooks hot?
Fine as hell.
Yeah, then I agree. And it's Kyrie praise. I agree.
Listen, I think a superstar.
She's spitting. She's cooking.
When you really think about a superstar is like also off their name, and more people know. I think Dame is a superstar too, or peak Dame definitely was a superstar.
To me, there's only like 5 superstars in the NBA right now.
Real, look, LeBron's definitely a superstar. KD's definitely a superstar. Giannis is definitely a superstar. Jokic.
I would say Jokic, Curry, and Luka, and that's it.
Jokic is a top-tier basketball player, but I feel like a superstar is someone like you could show a person on the street a picture of, and they know who it is.
It's like a household name?
Yeah, like that. Like, I feel like that's what a superstar is. Like, everyone knows them.
But so, every Jokic, NBA fan knows Jokic.
But not NBA fans. I'm saying, like, you just show someone a picture. Like, you're walking, you pull 100 people. I think, like, 10 people would be able to recognize Jokic.
That's true.
That's what I think, at least. Like, you show someone Curry, everyone knows who Curry is.
My personal list of superstars is just those guys. It's Giannis, Jokic, Curry, LeBron, KD, and Giannis. So I guess I got 6.
I like using the word elite more than I like using the word superstar.
Well, I think elite stretches into my second tier, too. Like, guys I just like I think Embiid is elite. I think Jason Tatum's elite. And those are guys who I don't call... Those aren't my top tier players. My top tier is that number 1. Those 6 guys.
Elite tier of basketball players. Because, like, LeBron's a superstar. LeBron isn't in that elite tier for me.
Tripping.
What was that? Listen, elite would be like KD, Giannis, Curry, Uncle Luke, Kawhi, Jokic, and Embiid.
Okay.
Did I say Curry? Curry too, if I didn't say like 8 players.
That's fair. This all-star caliber list he put together is very nice. I think I agree with every single player in here. Except SGA. No, I'm just playing.
Stop.
Fringe all-star.
Hold up. Do you still think SGA is not worth a max? Because you did say that at one point.
The team has money. He's worth a max in OKC. He's not worth a max everywhere.
You don't think a 27 points per game scorer is worth a max anywhere, even though
Not when you're
Zion
playing
does the same
43
shit?
points a game.
And Zion does
I
the
mean,
same
43
shit,
games
and
a
he
year.
gets paid the same amount.
When Zion plays well, they win games. That doesn't happen
Same
with SGA. They were
has to
missing.
score 40.
You know, they were missing SGA and Giddey for a stretch of games last year, and the Thunder were winning.
The Thunder didn't win at all last year, so let's stop that.
That's facts. When I say winning, I mean like 3 games in a row or something.
You mean like we went like 2 for 5 instead of 0 for 5?
Yeah.
This honestly is interesting because Fringe All-Star and All-Star caliber should be split up. To me, like
They are.
See it. I mean, like more. Like I don't see how like Devin Booker could be on the same tier as like Sabonis.
Where is Devin Booker?
He's in All-Star caliber.
Oh, okay. What do you think about Clay being on Fringe All-Star? I think he's on the way down.
I think he's a Fringe All-Star. Yeah, I feel like Clay could just randomly like average like 24. Just like you're like, what the fuck?
We'll see.
Who is that?
Where?
And Fringe All-Star in the Rockets jersey. Who is that? Is that KJ Martin?
I hope not.
That's definitely not Jalen Green.
Not KPJ.
Rockets roster.
JJJ and
dude, that might be Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, Kenyon Martin Jr.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
That's not.
Bro, is he trolling us?
That's fucking me up.
Bro, it looks like Josh Richardson, but it's also kind of blurry the more you zoom in.
I'm gonna ask him. Who's the Rockets jersey?
Also, I don't think this is every player in the NBA, but Chris Chiozza caught a stray with Stinks. Guess who's going to jail tonight? We got Miles Bridges and Montrezl Harrell.
Flipped off Kelly Olynyk.
As he should. So yeah, shout out to Musa for sending that. And he makes some interesting NBA stuff. Send it to us. We'd love to go over it on the show. Again, shout out to Musa. Send it to our Discord. Join our Discord community. Follow us on Twitter. What it do?
No one else send us NBA tier list with this many players.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was a lot. I feel like y'all would do that, but just don't do that. That's a lot.
I would only do that for
work. Only for Musa. Musa's an OG supporter.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into some Twitter. We had a fun week of Twitter this past week. Some really fun tweets. I want to get your take on them, as well as read some of our followers' reactions to these tweets. So number one, I got a 1v1 who wins, Raptors Kawhi or Prime OKC KD?
So I went through the comments on this one. This is when I was on my Twitter ban. This was like a thing where everyone was saying KD easy. And I think I would take KD, but I don't think it's easy.
There was some really my boy Nick Claxton's Ghost said he brought up that KD dropped 51 on Kawhi in 2019. So.
But that's different because
that is different. That's 5-on-5. This is 1-on-1.
That's 5-on-5 with the best spacing in basketball history. So
yeah. Winter 76. If it's make it, take it, KD. So you're not giving Kawhi any chance to stop it?
An open court, KD is it 3 dribbles?
Nah, it's just 1v1.
Then KD. If it's 3 dribbles, I think I would take Kawhi. I think Kawhi only needs 3 dribbles to get like anywhere on the court.
Mm-hmm. Usain Bolt said Kawhi is the only player I'd pick over KD in a 1v1. What do you think about that?
Kawhi's on Paul George. Don't get it twisted.
Over KD?
I think he had his chance. I think if they
I'm surprised you didn't say BI too.
I think if they played 100 times, Paul George would win 20 of them. I think that's better than like any other player in the league.
Okay. Or
Giannis.
What's up?
Giannis.
Nah. Giannis don't got a bag. He can't make contested jump shots.
And KD gave Giannis 50.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Theo Long, we bring up his tweet. seems like every week. He makes some good points. How do you feel about this? Kawhi's strength advantage would help negate KD's height advantage on both ends.
I don't know. I've seen KD make some tough shots.
Jay said Raptors Kawhi is murking KD. You think there's any chance KD gets murked?
Is this like playoff Kawhi?
Raptors Kawhi, so yeah, probably.
I think playoff Kawhi was like that. Playoffs was probably the best run I've ever seen a player go on. So
he was great. I forget you're only 15, so you didn't really get to see young Bron.
What you mean? Like go like Spurs?
Relax.
Like Miami.
Miami.
What do you mean? I saw young Bron. Don't get it twisted.
Big Bron.
Stop. You know who I saw that had a greater run than Big Bron? Big Dirk. Versus Bron. Jason Terry.
He went through a lot of teams on the West. Did they sweep Kobe's Lakers or they beat him in like 5 or something?
They fucked up Kobe. They fucked up, I think, the Spurs and the Thunder.
The Grizzlies, I think.
Maybe not the Spurs then. I think Kobe played the Spurs.
No, that was a crazy year for them. Tyson Chandler was playing like freaking, I don't know, like he belonged on Mount Rushmore that year.
Reminded me of someone. You know how you always say, did you see that tweet I sent you where you're like always talking about LeBron going against plumbers, and someone
I did not even click on that shit.
Bron played plumbers his whole career, and then it's this picture. It's a YouTube House of Highlights video where it's Bojan Bogdanovic versus LeBron James. So I mean,
Bogdanovic is the same thing as Larry Bird.
This was the NBA Finals. Duncan Robinson versus LeBron.
First of all, Duncan Robinson's a sniper. You know why he's on the floor.
How about this one? Because JJ Barea actually had Bron in a box this finals, which is crazy.
That finals made LeBron to become a better player. You know,
JJ Barea had Bron in a box this finals.
I don't know about that. It was great team defense. Dwayne Casey drew up a great defensive game plan. Props to Dwayne Casey.
What's the game plan on this? Mario Hezonja blocking Bron and then pointing at him after for the win.
Bro, a blind squirrel. Listen to this. I'm gonna say this. A blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
How many nuts do 4 blind squirrels find? Because that's 4.
Bro, you put Bogdanovic back in the fucking 70s and 80s. He's the same thing as Larry Bird.
Stop! Don't disrespect the Bird, bro. You know what? I rewatched the Bird steal game where Bird stole the ball from Isaiah Thomas. I think I sent you that was when I was watching. I sent you the video of Isaiah Thomas where I said he clears Kyrie.
Bro, my favorite classic player to watch. He's a great documentary. I don't know if it's a 30 for 30 or whatever, but Dr. J, the way he came up,
that is a great documentary.
They split the ABA and NBA, the way he was playing at Rucker Park. He had people sitting on a bridge. He had people sitting up in trees watching him play. That's a great doc.
2012, my cousin was telling all my uncles like Dr. J was the GOAT after watching that documentary. And like
I watched it at the barbershop the other day.
Really?
Dude, it was great. He tried to turn me around. I was like, hold on. He's at Rucker, baby. Like, give me a sec.
He's at
Rucker Park, shouty.
You said that like Dr. J.
Oh, hold on now.
My uncles were on my cousin's ass. Like, imagine a little kid, like, he was no older than like 9 years old, walking up to you and telling you Dr. J is the best basketball player to ever touch it. Fucking, that's great. That's some OG shit. I never seen a basketball player better than Dr. J.
He walks in there with his cigar and his black coffee. Let me tell you something.
Wait, do you drink black coffee?
Yeah, I do.
I did too.
Facts. Pound me. Yeah.
Grip the pound. Get out.
Yes, sir.
Right, go on.
Daniel Jacobovich, however the frick you say that. 1v1 is such a different game than 5v5, leaning towards KD. I like it. Darrell Elish, the guy who stopped 2 3-peats. We're getting a lot of Kawhi love here.
2 3-peats? Huh.
No.
That is crazy.
That first one don't count, bro. He didn't stop nothing.
Career.
If anything, Danny Green stopped the first 3-peat.
LeBron's never hit the shot. Ray Allen.
That's crazy.
Kyrie, Anthony Davis.
Don't even remember. You know, LeBron scored like 13, 16 straight points before that.
No, he didn't.
And what happened if Ray Allen scored the 13, 16 straight points, and then LeBron hit the three. It still would have been Ray Allen saved LeBron.
No, you gotta step
Like,
up.
there's
In the
not
big
five
moment.
people to utilize on the court.
Ray Allen stepped up. LeBron's never stepped up before. Same thing could be said about Kyrie and
Chase down block. That's not stepping up.
I'm being a dickhead. Mike Clears.
I was gonna say, bro, you're about to get me sweating.
Mike Clears.
Here we go. KD got clamped by Grant Williams. Kawhi would torch him. Chris, what do we think about that?
Grant Williams should have been on my forward list, honestly. Oh, I cannot wait to put Robert Williams in the top 5 next week.
Bro, you're gonna make me throw up. We need a guest for that. I might get a Celtics guest on. No, we've already done that too much. We'll see.
We have way too many Celtics. Get a Heat fan so we could shit on Bam. But you won't shit on Bam because you always fucking...
Fuck Bam.
Hey, look, I know because it's like an hour 20 in. Our guests that we get on don't usually listen this far into the podcast. Y'all gotta tweet at Trevor, bro. Trevor always follows with guests on. He never argues with the guests. This man was saying on the podcast, how good is Bradley Beal as a playmaker, Dort? Because I can't gauge whatever. Like talking like Garland clears or whatever. And then goes on Twitter and tweets Beal clears. Y'all got
Garland is a better playmaker.
Yeah, Bradley for Beal. Sure.
Bradley Beal is better at everything else.
But listen, I'm here to entertain the people. That's what I'm here for. So I stand by what I say, but I'm about to shit on motherfuckers. Next guest better be ready. I built up a little. We had Paleo. I couldn't shit on because Paleo was like, he was on it.
Yeah.
When he came on, he was like, I'm a casual. I'm ready to argue. And this man was like, yeah, I got Luka. What's she doing over there? Listen, Jonda packed up. I'm on it. Alex Hoops packed up. Whoever wants it next, bro, y'all tweet at Trevor because I'm ready for war at this point.
Let's get it.
We had battles. This is war, bro.
It's an off season. We got to keep him entertained. Let's do it.
That's what I'm here for, man. Not, I think Luka's the best guard in basketball. Fuck that. Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday clears that bozo.
Next week I'm gonna be wild, bro. Cat's gonna be my best big.
Ew. Hey,
Rudy's gonna be
Drew Holiday.
Rudy's gonna be 18.
Relax. I'll leave. I'll turn it off. Show's over.
Turn it off.
Beerly's done. Beerly's over. If Rudy's at 18. Speaking of Drew, next tweet, start bench cut. We got Drew, DeJounte, De'Aaron Fox.
DeJounte's bum ass.
Jeez, that's crazy.
I'm starting De'Aaron.
Why?
Because he's the best bucket there.
I'm cutting De'Aaron.
De'Aaron's the best bucket and best playmaker.
Yeah, he's not a better playmaker than either one of the other guys.
Stop it.
He doesn't have any with in Sacramento.
You forgot DF at KU, man. Don't play with him.
No, he was fine. Him and Malik Monk. Oh yeah.
Is KU Kansas?
Yeah, UK is Kentucky.
UK. Don't sleep on the UK, yeah. Shout out Jordan.
The UK in it, bro. Shout out Jordan. Exactly. Jordan. Alex
Jordan got packed up too. That's an early pack up. Sorry.
That was the first pack up.
I'm gonna be just 21st episode of Barely Hoops. I'm gonna be just rolling up, smoking every guest fact.
Let's do it. Hey, my man Alex said, bro, Fox by far the worst player here. Stop with this man Murray cut stuff. He's the only current all-star player here, and he's not getting cut. Cook.
Dudes really think DeJounte Murray's better than Fox?
Yeah.
Stop.
I agree.
Stop.
Colton Wheel said if you cut Murray, you're a Knicks fan, so you're a Knicks fan.
No, I don't give a fuck. Fuck DeJounte.
All right, how about this one?
Lame.
MVP Eid. Start Cockmuncher, bench Justin's brother, cut Dora's rival. Dude, Dora's rival took me forever to understand. Fox, swiper, no swiping. It took me forever to get that.
This man got more Instagram story posts about Paulo than his career high. That's crazy.
Just wait. This year he's on a system where he can flourish, He's not in a box
What
like
do
he
you
was in
think
San
DeJounte's
Antonio.
going to average this year? Let's play again. If DeJounte's over-under opening night is 20 points, taking the over-under.
Hammering it. The over.
Hammering over?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell no. I might go under on 16 and a half opening night. I don't think
the rebounds might go down a little bit. The assists are going to go down a little bit. But
he's playing next to Trae Young.
Exactly.
He's the best shooter.
Trae Young's got the ball in his hands.
Listen, DeJounte is going to average this year. I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all clip this. 18, 5, and 5.
That's awful. No way.
That's so good. And
after
De'Aaron,
21, 9, and 9,
listen,
gonna drop down
this? De'Aaron's going to average 26, 8, and 4.
Yeah, we should clip that because that's horrible. That's not happening. We got to throw that up. Throw this up on TikTok. Yo, shout out to when we make this a clip and I'm on TikTok. I love you, Mom. All right.
Fuck your mom.
Next, Stifle. Damn, bro, no one likes DeJounte, huh? And they don't ever since the Paolo stuff because everybody wants this tough league. Everybody wants people to talk shit and go crazy and have rivalries.
Listen.
And then when it happens, oh, be nice. He's a rookie.
I want the tough league in the fucking league. Saying this a grown man's league in the fucking Pro-Am is crazy. That is crazy. I like Trae Young. Well, that's hard. That's hard. Being the villain of New York is hard. Being a pussy to a rookie for no fucking beef with someone your own age, buddy. DeJounte is on that 4th tier of guards in basketball right now, so we could cut the crap.
DeJounte really getting all the hate since he beat up Paolo.
I dare DeJounte to do some shit like that to Luka.
No, Luka's scoring 50 in the rest of it. There could be 4 minutes left in the game. Luka's scoring 50 in that if that shit happens to Luka, you don't
Luka, this is a grown man's league, and that man giving you 50. This man, Luka versus the Suns, that's like some shit I'm gonna tell my kids about, bro. This man
that is a bear you don't poke.
Bucket. What did he do?
That is a bear you don't poke. I love Luka. Oh my goodness.
What did Luka do when he walked into the tunnel? He did something.
Everybody talking shit when they up. They love to talk when they up. Yeah, didn't lose the game after that.
That's 2-0. Bro.
Got their bum asses out of here. The score was like 71-38.
Yeah, that was nuts. I'm gonna find that clip right now. You better
bro, Popsicle Smoke caught me. He said you've been posting too much De'Aaron Fox content trying to set him up for slander. And he wasn't even supposed to make this graphic. Zach LaVine was supposed to be there instead of Fox, but I thought Zach LaVine cleared the other two. So I thought Fox would make a little better basketball discourse.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. I actually gotta add. LaVine would have been fine on the graphic too.
Luka's a G.
Everybody act tough when they up. And he did when Booker flocked. He fucked them.
Bro, imagine that man stayed in Europe, be averaging like 100 points over there.
Bro, he's gonna be the GOAT.
Either him or Giannis are gonna be like the next two guys that like once LeBron retires, in the next 50 years, whenever that'll be, as MJ's the GOAT, LeBron's the GOAT. The next GOAT conversation is gonna be Luka or Giannis.
Ready? Mavericks finals next year. Book it.
There we go. I need to start writing this. You've had 3 things this podcast that I'm going to be able to clip as bad takes in like 6 months from now.
Mavericks finals. Book it.
Bro, I don't think Christian Wood is better than Jalen Brunson.
I think Christian Wood helps them more than Jalen Brunson helps them, but I agree with you. I think, bro, Luka's big man was fucking Dwight Powell.
You hate him.
I hate him. You upgrade Dwight Powell as a lob threat to Christian Wood, who's a legit 20-point, 10-rebound guy in the NBA, who could knock down threes. That's a scary team, bro. I just think that's a team where, like, the names don't jump off the page, but they all just fit. You give Luka the ball, you have DFS.
They were locked in the playoffs. The bench in that Sun series was standing up the whole game. You remember that?
Tim Hardaway Jr. Remember when the ref told Theo Pinson
to change his shirt?
Yeah. But no, you don't think Tim Hardaway Jr. is gonna have a good year next year? Not a crazy year.
No.
But you don't think he could average 15?
That's the highest I would get. He's one of the most disappointing players in the NBA to me.
Listen, Dinwiddie.
He's supposed to be a bucket. He's not a bucket.
Dinwiddie will average like 15. Tim Hardaway will average like 15. Wood will average 20. Luka will average 25. And then you have shooters all around them. That is a good basketball team.
I like that. Mark Cuban knows what he's doing, man. Shout out to Luka. I can't say enough about him. I need a Uncle Luke jersey at some point.
I have one.
Get one. You have one?
I buy fake jerseys, bro. I'll say it on the pod. We're deep.
I bought this from Lake Show, yo. Pretty official. But yeah, did you see my Mount Rushmore tweet? The centers?
Nah, give me it. Oh wait. Yeah, I did.
Kareem, Wilt, Hakeem, Shaq. Somebody wanted Paul Reed on the list, so that's interesting. We had this reply that was amazing. He said, "Yeah, honorable mention Gobert though. I respect it." So shout out to @BeerlyTrev for that reply. Bill Russell needs to be on the list. Take Shaq off. What do you think about that, Russell or
don't take Shaq off. You could take off bum ass Wilt Chamberlain.
I know Jonda loved this that I threw Wilt on there.
You should have threw Wilt, Bob Lanier, Bill Russell.
George Bozo said I was not cooking.
You were not cooking?
Yeah. All right. So you say that. Here's what Derek Chapin has to say in response to you. Wilt dominated Bill Russell when they played against each other. Bill's team only won because he had 3 other Hall of Fame greats with him. Those Celtics teams were crazy dominant, but Wilt was a better player. And then JJ the GOAT says Bill Russell clears that stat patter Wilt. That sounds like an Andrew Dychin's reply. My boy Stifle, again, in my honest, unbiased opinion, Rudy Gobert is replacing Wilt, Played Plumbers, Chamberlain. Respect. My man sleeping? Who are you sleeping on? Wilt? Who are you sleeping on?
I'm sleeping on this whole tweet, man. We were tweeting about players who played before I was born.
Let me run through all this. Yeah, nobody really cares about this, but yeah. JF1 season, Joakim Noah over Wilt. In 20 years, how about this one? Alishan Lalani. In 20 years, Victor Wembanyama is going to be on here. I'll tweet that. Player. 20 years from now, I got you.
Victor, Chet, Lou Dort, SGA, Josh Giddey. That's a 5.
Mm. Let me ask you this. Jaylen Brown, overrated or underrated?
Perfectly rated.
Gotcha.
I think he's overrated by a lot of people. Like when they said they wouldn't trade him for KD. But he's also underrated by a lot of people too, because people. I
got a tweet I'm gonna get to that I'm excited for you to hear. Cree said he's overrated because people say he is better than Brandon Ingram, which is not true. Celtics World said this. How do you feel about this? People saying overrated didn't see him outperform Devin Booker all playoffs. He and Devin Booker are on the same level.
I would.
No way. No way.
No. Didn't you have them close though in your top 20 guards?
I'm pretty sure I had Devin Booker at like 5 or 6, and I had Jaylen Brown at 9. But that's a tier difference.
Exactly right. Yeah. And then Alex had Brown, and he had Book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots ahead. Yeah, Brown is like in that SGA Levine tier.
I agree. Dom said he's overrated for the people. Think he's in the same tier as Tatum. Other than that, properly rated. Allen,
who would you take?
Huh?
Who would you take next year, JB or Harden?
Harden.
That's not what your list says. Oh,
really?
Oh, got your ass.
Oh, I have Harden at 10.
Yeah, Harden literally 1 spot under JB.
Well, that wasn't a projection list.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I didn't know that. That was
I told you that.
Because this week I made a same list of an at the time, and then I had to change it a bunch when I knew it was a projection list.
But I told you it was projections. Oh, we gotta redo last week.
Facts. Just don't listen to that.
Don't listen to that. Then how do you have? I guess your list did kind of suck.
All right, this Heat fan said he's the best on his team, so he's underrated. After what Jason Tatum did to you?
Actually, hold up. You had Dame number 5.
Uh-huh. Maybe it was projection.
Yeah, this is weird. You got half. It's like a half and half. Like whatever you go by pick.
Where do I have Kyrie? Like 6?
Kyrie, you had
7. I think I was just doing like best guards. I don't know. I don't remember what my thought process was when I was making this list. I've had a lot of thoughts in the last week.
I think I forgot to write Kyrie down for you.
I can tell you. I have Kyrie. I have Kyrie's 5th. I have Dame 7th.
15.
I have Harden 11th. And
wait, where did you say you had Kyrie?
5th.
Yeah. Okay. I did miss Kyrie.
All right, so this Heat fan, he said he's the best on his team and he's underrated. After everything that Jason Tatum put you guys through in the Eastern Conference Finals, that's crazy.
Crazy.
All right, Dort, true or false? Allen Iverson greater than James Harden?
I think I got AI, but it's really close.
Facts. My man Modest said false. There's no argument that can be made for AI, where Kwame Brown said, carrying a terrible Sixers team to an NBA Finals, being the shortest player to win an MVP. There's your argument. Is that good enough argument?
No. Shortest fucking MVP? Who gives a fuck? What the fuck? We do not care. Harden, right, peak. Listen, this is my take, and I've had this take for years. I've rode for this take. I think we'll talk about it in a second. But peak Harden is the best scorer of all time.
Well, this wasn't for peak. This was just like, all time.
But I'm saying if your argument is fucking shortest MVP ever, I think peak.
That's trumped by James Harden's peak.
Peak Harden, bro. That man was giving everyone 40.
Mm-hmm. All right, do this for me. Describe KD in 3 words or less.
Snake, cupcake.
That's it?
Yeah, bitch.
All right, fair. We got Eric said unparalleled offensive player. Big ass beat, Jackson Churio. That was a good one because when he stepped on the line, that crazy shot against the Bucks. Derek Chapin again, and our boy Precision said LeBron is better. So shout out to them. This was a weird one. Chris said always a supersonic. Like, is there still like prideful supersonic fans?
Yeah, they're weird.
Really?
Supersonics fans. OKC baby, thunder up. Don't play with us.
It's JMM, foot on the line. And then a lot of people started tagging KD, so I was kind of wondering if he was responding because KD likes to talk on Twitter. So Brian asked,
any more than 3 word?
Not any like crazy ones. But yeah. Last one, pick one in their prime: Anthony Davis or DeMarcus Cousins. Go DeMarcus. It's AD, tough. Bro. It's AD, bro.
I think I'd go AD, but that one is tough. That was setting up Boogie for failure because peak Boogie was someone said dirty, greasy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Kind of rude. But yeah, we got AD. He's the lead on both ends of the floor. Shout out to Steven. And that is all I got for Twitter. So I appreciate everybody that interacts with our tweets weekly. It's been a great show. Dort, why don't you plug us out of here before we
Listen, y'all can check out Merely Football. Football is coming back. So y'all check that podcast out, man. They've been making bangers like every week, I feel like. Make sure you guys also give a check out to the new Beerly Baseball podcast. I don't really know shit about it right now, but me and Trevor will probably talk about it, and I'll give you guys a better plug next week. Discord, man. Join our community. We're talking in there every day. Every news that drops, we have dudes in there reporting on it. We break the news before Woj. Fucking BeerlySports.com. And lastly, man, y'all saw the shirts earlier, man. They're pretty gas, pretty fire. You guys could check those out on barelysports.creator-spring.com. We also got mugs. And those aren't the only colorways. We have hella colorways. So I mean, you guys could throw fits on with whatever you want, you know, and send us your fits, bro. We'll grade your guys' fits. That'd be fun as hell.
For sure, it would be. Yeah, appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure to come back like next week, drop a review. Make sure to follow us on all the social medias. Talk to us, interact with us, man. We're nothing without the fans. It's the year of the beard.
Bow.